Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Wednesday. Let me brighten up my screen here a bit. Wednesday, February the 19th, and we're here to look at new releases that have been published in this week. And on Wednesdays, we look at romance. There's not a whole lot of romance this week, so we will continue with our cozy mysteries from Monday. Good morning, Elena. How you doing? Are you feeling better now? Okay, I'm doing great. I'm feeling a bit better, but gassy yesterday, and I did not eat my whole lunch yesterday. We came back late and we went to see Captain America yesterday. Did you like it? At the movie in North Hollywood. It was great and funny. Oh, that is good to hear. Good review. Thank you. And I'm glad you're feeling better. Helen says, Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Helen. Well, it is cold here in Billings, Montana. Officially, it is -25. Feels like -40, it says, but that's just the official temperature from the airport, which is a higher elevation. So it is probably colder than -26, 25. But tomorrow we're supposed to be 30 above and getting into the 40s after that. So we just have to get through this day. Good morning, Mary. Happy Wednesday. Indeed. Hope today's the day you get some heat. Elena said, yes, I did. Oh, good. Hello, Mary. All righty. And on the Steve front, he's going to stay home today again. Thank goodness. He had a bad night and contemplating going back to get things looked at. We will see. But for now, he's just going to sleep because he didn't sleep very well. All right, let's look at, so quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Wednesdays. Our next sprints are tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's look at some love. It's like the anti-Valentine's Day. We don't have very many. Never Planned on You by Lindsay Hamroth. Allie Rubin has a reputation for spontaneity, like that time she made a drunken bet in London that led to matching tattoos with a stranger. Her joie de vivre is one of her best qualities. She lives every day to the fullest and follows her dreams wherever they take her. And now they're taking her from her career as a chef in New York City back home to Baltimore, where she's interning as a wedding planner. Despite the occasional fantasy about her British tattoo twin, Allie never expected to see Graham again. So no one is more surprised than she is when he turns up in Baltimore ordering a latte at her favorite cafe. When they reconnect during an enchanting evening together, Allie can't help but wonder if Graham might be someone special. At the same time, she's desperate to succeed in her new career and prove that she isn't the family flake. When she gets a job planning a high-profile wedding at a historic hotel, why would she get that job? It seems like things are finally falling into place. That is, until Graham turns out to be the groom. Graham's family owns the once grand, now struggling black-eyed Susan, and he's returned to Baltimore to help his grandmother get it back on its feet. He's certain that hosting a wedding at the hotel is just the publicity boost it needs. Allie's boss agrees and promises Allie a full-time gig if the affair goes off without a hitch. Unfortunately, Allie and Graham can't seem to ignore the rekindled chemistry, especially when it's revealed that Graham and his fiancée are planning a marriage of convenience. How convenient. Still, staying away from each other is the best thing they can do, since giving in to their growing feelings might cost them everything, because when it comes to love, all bets are off. Sounds like all kinds of problems in that one. Mary says, was just watching the weather and knows how cold you are. Yes, it says officially -25, but Steve wants me to take a photo on the drive to work to see the lowest, take a picture at the lowest point so he can send to his cousin in Texas. We are waiting for possible snow today, and I'm waiting for a call from the gas company to come turn it on. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, let me know in Facebook message. I would love to hear. Sorry, Steve hasn't fully recovered yet. If he's thinking he should have things checked out, he probably should. Good luck. Yeah, he gets his cast on Monday, but, if things aren't fully in place where they should be, he needs to get that looked at. So, indeed. and he's still not a great patient. The girl most likely to. To what? Julie Tew is the author. Rachel Dang once voted most likely to succeed in high school is unemployed for the first time. After years of doing everything her boss asked, it's time to say yes to new opportunities. So when she gets invited to her 20th high school reunion by none other than her former frenemy, Danny Fan, Rachel agrees despite their unresolved past. As a teenager, Danny was seen as smart but unfocused. Teachers often paired him with Rachel, hoping her work ethic would rub off on him. Though Danny and Rachel weren't exactly friends, she had seen a different side of him, one that only existed online over intimate late-night AIM chats that never translated into real life. When they meet again, Rachel discovers that their roles have reversed. Danny is thriving in his career while she's the one flailing. The reunion takes an unexpected turn when a simple errand takes them into town for a night of mishaps and misadventures, where they run into colorful casts of characters from their childhood. Rachel and Danny soon rediscover the feelings they once shared and must decide if this is only a quick trip down memory lane or a second chance for their happily ever after. So if this is their 20th high school reunion, they are in their mid-30s-ish. Interesting. Whoa. So often men aren't good patients. How's that for generalization? Generalization based on reality and fact and evidence. What yucky covers today? I know, no swirling dresses, half open shirts, or dark handsome men and swooning women. No dark beards, nothing. It's all cartoony rom-coms. I agree. You Between the Lines by Katie Naiman. Naiman? No one's more surprised than Lee when a prestigious MFA program in North Carolina accepts her. A former sorority girl, Lee's the first to admit she knows more about the lyrics of Taylor Swift than T.S. Eliot, and she's never been able to shake this all-style, no-substance feedback her high school crush made in their poetry workshop. Lee's insecurities become all too real when Will, the same high school crush turned nemesis, shows up at orientation, and now he's William, exactly the kind of writer Lee hates, complete with his pretentious sweater vests and tattered moleskin. Lee is determined to prove herself and William wrong by landing the program's highly coveted fellowship, but Will's dead set on proving himself too, and in a small cohort they can't keep apart for long. When Will submits an intimate poem that's probably definitely about Lee to workshop, they're both forced to realize there's more to the other than what's on the page, and what's between the lines may be even more interesting. The Pucking Proposal, part of the Maple Creek books. This is book 2, apparently, by Lauren Landish. When it comes to hockey, unflappable Maple Creek sports reporter Joy Barlow is privy to a lot of behind-the-scenes locker room activity, like stumbling upon Dalton Days in all his unabashed glory. After the muscle goalie goes on to score better than he ever has, he proposes Joy take another peek before his next match. It works, and a provocative pregame tradition is born. Blech. Dalton has the best stats in the league, but he's also superstitious. Now he's found his good luck charm. Joy is not only game, she's playing along. She's also his best buddy's younger sister and totally off limits. What happens between them has to be their late night FaceTime secret. That's the naked truth. So is the fact that Joy and Dalton are discovering there's more to each other than meets the eye. Falling in lust, easy to hide. Falling in love, much harder. Now Dalton has one more proposition for Joy, and the fallout could rock Maple Creek. End of row 1. A Wedding in the Low Country by Priscilla Williams. Priscilla. Boy, they're really reaching for a book with a theme like, no. Blah. Mom, tell me how you and Dad met and fell in love. No. Or Grandma. Ugh. Avila Rogers' mother kicked her out of the house as a teenager when a one-night stand left her pregnant. So when her mother passes away and Avila must return to Myrtle Beach to get her mother's house ready to put on the market, her feelings are complicated, to say the least. Things get even more complicated when she runs into her childhood friend Trevor, who is now a professor at the nearby habitually black college or university, HBCU. Years ago, when Trevor left Myrtle Beach to attend Hampton University, Avila felt abandoned, but it's clear that their connection hasn't faded and may even be something more than the friendship they once shared. As Trevor supports Avila in the wake of her mother's passing, they have to deal with the feelings that they have for one another. Avila is wary of trusting others. She's used to taking care of herself and her daughter, but could Trevor hold the key to opening her heart? They always end on a question. Now, this one isn't necessarily romance. It's more of a female fiction. I was kind of reaching, desperate at this point. Come Fly With Me by Camille de Mayo. It's 1962, the dawn of the jet set era. Hope takes flight for two Pan Am stewardesses navigating an adventurous new life. Welcome to a glamorous gateway to the jet age. Judy Goodman and Beverly Caldwell have different reasons for putting continents and oceans between themselves and their disparate paths. But they have the same desire to earn a coveted position on an elite team of stewardesses for Pan American Airlines. For Judy, running away from an oppressive marriage in a small town, Pennsylvania, is a risk she must take. And for Beverly, leaving behind the gilded cage of New York society will allow her to pursue a future of her own making. Embracing the culture, etiquette, and strict rules of a thrilling and unpredictable new world above the clouds, Judy and Beverly are bound for faraway destinations and opportunities that other women dare only to dream about. But as they build a deep friendship, encounter love and danger, and discover what's truly important, Judy and Beverly must also confront the secrets that could change their lives all over again and forever. Nothing Serious by Emily J. Smith. That tab didn't need to be open. Well, this is a debut. Edie Walker's life is not going as planned. At 35, she feels stuck in her career, in her love life, and in her tiny San Francisco studio apartment. It doesn't help that her best friend, Peter Masterson, is basically the uber-successful male version of her, and she's hopelessly, unrequitedly in love with him. But when Peter breaks up with his girlfriend of 7 years, Edie thinks her life might finally be turning around. He'll discover how toxic dating app culture is and realize that Edie has been right for him all along. Except Peter almost immediately lands a date with Anaya Thomas, a gorgeous, whip-smart professor and writer of feminist literature who even Edie, reared in the culture of tech bros, is smitten by. Unlike the women Peter has dated before, Anaya is like an alternate reality version of Edie, one with shampoo commercial hair and a meaningful career who definitely doesn't spend her weekends scrolling social media alone in her apartment. It's only a matter of time before Peter falls head over heels for this woman. Edie herself is infatuated after one meeting. Then Anaya is found dead in her apartment right after a date with Peter. Driven by her near fanatic love of Anaya's work and a desperate need to prove Peter's innocence, Edie begins searching for clues to what really happened that night. As her obsession with the investigation grows, so do her doubts in Peter. When the truth finally comes to light, Edie must decide where her loyalties lie, who deserves justice and who deserves to be punished. So perhaps a good segue into our cozy mysteries. Slim pickings for sure this romance week. That was it. I went deep and was looking, but perhaps, they figured, well, Valentine's Day was Friday. Who cares about love this week? You are romanced out. Troubled Waters by Jenna St. James. Now, we're into the cozy mysteries. We left off on Monday. This is by Jenna St. James and Stephanie Demore. We looked at this one? Yes, we did look at this one. All right, hang on a second. I thought I told people to remember where we parked. So we must be down here. I remembered that one because it mentioned the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, we did Josie Posey. Where were we? Yeah. Perhaps this one. Murder on the Cornish Coast by Helena Dixon, 19th in the Miss Underhay Mysteries. I don't remember talking about this one. Cornwall, 1937. Kitty Underhay has been called to investigate some fishy goings-on. Maybe we did. I remember the goings-on part. We were further along than I thought. Yay us. This one I know we didn't do. Beds, Breakfasts, and Beta Blockers by Jan Franklin. Ro Bergerson's grandparents raised her to be, well, helpless. She can't boil an egg or keep a plant alive. When Ro inherits her childhood home, she decides to open a bed and breakfast for humans and their canine friends. I don't think her grandparents raised her that way. She chose to be that way. Running a business catering to people is a big undertaking for 32-year-old Ro, let alone pets too. Yet with Faith, she is confident she can handle it. She even has her first guest booked for the coming weekend. But when her meddlesome great-aunts find the opportunity to solve a local murder too irresistible, Ro's new life as a business owner is turned upside down. As Min and Win Rasco indulge their sleuthing skills, a reluctant Ro and her enthusiastic house guests are drawn into the mystery. Will the Roscoe sisters and their unconventional team solve the murder before Ro's high school crush detective Jason Charbonnet? Can Ro master the skills of cooking and hosting? Shouldn't she do that before she opens the bed and breakfast? Will life for Ro in the tiny town of Belle Bayou ever be the same? This is the first book in a series. Parrot Prose by D.L. Mitchell, second in the Coral Shores Veterinary Mysteries. When Marilyn Pena, an eccentric billionaire, vanishes after dropping off her beloved talking parrot Tiki Lulu at the Coral Shores Veterinary Hospital, Dr. Emily Benton and her best friend Anthony embark on a quest to find her. The search leads them to a gruesome discovery, a dead body in the swamp behind Marilyn's house. To make matters worse, the veterinary hospital becomes overrun by Marilyn's devoted social media followers who are gathered as a show of support, but also to unravel the next clue in Marilyn's Wild Bird Center treasure hunt. A large amount of money is at stake, which attracts all types of trouble. With tensions rising and danger lurking at every turn, Emily and Anthony clash with Emily's brother, Deputy Sheriff Duncan Benton, and her on-again, off-again beau, Detective Mike Lane. In a race against time, they must navigate the chaos, protect Tiki Lulu, and uncover the truth before it's too late. Love Can Be Murder by Jennifer Lynn Roche, 6th in the Redbury Junction series. It has been a year since Rory had begun helping Detective Rainfield investigate murders. While helping to get justice for victims was satisfying, it could be draining as well. When Detective Rainfield, Deputy Sheila, Rory, and Daisy find they're currently free from having to investigate any murders, Rory welcomes the reprieve. Before the quartet can relax, they are thrust into another murder investigation. The body of a stranger is found in a snow pile outside the local bookstore through the looking glass. While the medical examiner is trying to find out cause of death, he comes across evidence on the body that points to Rory as being the murderer. Detective Rainfield, Deputy Sheila, and Daisy know Rory would never commit such a heinous crime and believe she's being framed. Why has she been singled out? Because it was your turn. Murder Movie Club by Marcy Blessy. Blessy. First in the monthly Murder Movie Club Cozy Mysteries. Murder, best served with popcorn. That's the mantra for the members of the monthly Murder Movie Club at the Northwoods Movie Theater. Every month, this eclectic group of northern Michigan residents gather to watch a murder mystery movie on the big screen. After stopping the projector in the middle of the movie, the members gather to discuss the crime and suspects, each making a whodunit pick before resuming the movie. The hairdresser with the scissors, the jilted lover with poison. But nothing is normal on this Monday morning when the club members find the ticket-taking popcorn maker John E. Cash in the lobby of the theater, deader than any actor in their beloved movies. Using their unique talents and eccentricities, the monthly Murder Movie Club members work collectively to solve the crime before the Northwoods police force does. Members strive to protect the reputation of their beloved theater and to protect their Monday meetings, because what each member is discovering is that there is so much more to their Monday club than a good old-fashioned murder mystery. The last one, super duper quick, because we're about to have the bell ring. Death is in the Cards by Jenny Stan, second in the Pond Investigations mysteries. After an eventful winter, Pond Investigations' daily routine is interrupted once again. Coaxed by a friend, Liz Pond sets up a fortune teller booth for a charity fundraiser. Of course, the people coordinating the event don't know they're getting a real psychic. Liz spends her morning reading fortunes for the lovelorn and hopeful. When a young man enters her tent, the mood turns serious after the death card makes an appearance. Death card only means change. A vision of his murder fills her mind. She tries to warn him, but he won't listen. Before she can do anything more, she is struck on the side of her head by a wayward softball. The injury results in a concussion and a little something extra. Her ESP abilities spin out of control. Her family and friends surround her to help. But with a potential murder on the horizon, Liz may need to bring one more person into her circle of trust. How will Detective A.J. Soule handle it if Liz tells him she's more than a private investigator? And that's all we have, and that's all the time we have. How's that for timing? I just sorry have slept since then, can't remember. And Elena says, ooh, yucky. Yeah, very much so. All right, so tomorrow we will be looking at fantasy and science fiction. Hopefully there are some better options. Again, I don't have any sprints tonight. Our next sprints are tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be safe, please. Be warm or cool wherever you are. Mary, let me know. I'm so happy for you. Hope it all goes well. And Elena, good to hear that you are getting better. And Helen, have a good evening. And Mary says, you find the nicest graphics. Thanks so much, as always. Hope everyone has a great day. Hope to see you later. Indeed. I believe it's Randy's morning. Elena says, thanks so much. Have a great day. See you tomorrow on Saturday. Yay. Have a good day. All right. And as Elena sometimes reminds us, and Helen says, bye, y'all. Don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom, nom, nom. Have a good day. God bless.